Hi there. On the 30th of December 2024, Chiron, the planet of healing, moves into direct motion in Aries. So he's been sitting in retrograde in Aries for around about the last 5 months, but he's actually been in Aries since 2020 and he'll be in Aries until 2027. So that means that Chiron's one of the slow moving, what we call generational planets. And a generational planet is called that because it means that everybody who's born within that 7 year period that planet is sitting in that sign of the zodiac for share the same lessons, they share the same characteristics, they share the same learning and things that they have to go through in a lifetime. So this is where we can actually use the collective energy to help ourselves heal, as well as using our own individual energy to help the collective heal. So it all comes quite reciprocal. So, Chiron is the wounded healer. So, when he's sitting in Aries, Chiron always carries the wound of rejection. So, when he's sitting in Aries, the wound of rejection that he's carrying there, that we're all dealing with at this time, is the belief or the old beliefs that we're not good enough, that we can't stand on our own 2 feet, and that we can't be leaders and take responsibility for others or for things that are going on. So, while Chiron was in retrograde over the last 5 months, a lot of your inner buttons along those lines would have been pushed. You would have been presented with old feelings or old situations or triggered with old knowings about times where you were made to feel like you weren't good enough, or where you were in a position of leadership perhaps and you failed, or you ran away from it, or it didn't work out for you, or times as well where you've been had opportunities to do your own thing, to stand on your own 2 feet and to be your own person, and you couldn't do it. You were too scared, or you ran away from it, or someone else shot you down in flames. Whatever happened, whatever happened, we've all been through it. And so when Chiron's in Aries, he's really reminding us of the importance of being able to heal this within ourselves. Because what it comes down to, when you don't think you're good enough, and when you don't think you can stand on your own 2 feet, and you don't think you can lead, that means that you don't actually believe in yourself. And self-belief is one of the most powerful things that we all have to master to have a successful and happy life. And it's very interesting. Like, a lot of people think that self belief is very much self confidence, but I'd like to say that they're very different things. Anybody can be confident. We can all fake it till we make it in certain situations, most of the time. But self belief is a lot deeper. Self belief is that knowing within yourself that, yes, I can definitely do this, and yes, I've got this in every way. And so it's a deeper energy. It's like self confidence is one layer of the onion, it's probably closer to the surface of the onion, but the self belief is right in the middle of the onion. And I really believe that 2025, that's one of the most important things we're all meant to be working on in 2025, is our self-belief. So I see self-belief as like a coat of armor that we wear. And so if our self-belief is intact and there's no holes in our armor, then nobody can get to you. Nobody can get under your skin. No one can make you doubt yourself and what you believe in. But if you've got holes in your armor, and that those holes or those chinks in your armor are usually there because someone in the past, whether it was a past life or past this lifetime, someone has been able to make you feel like you weren't good enough, or a situation has come along to show you that you can't possibly do anything on your own, you're useless and hopeless at standing on your own 2 feet, or you've had an experience where you've been given a role of leadership, or you took on a role of leadership and you failed in some way. And it may not have been your fault, or maybe it was, but it's all irrelevant, because the thing is, what we're looking at is what it's caused within you, and how do we heal that? How do you get into a state of belief in yourself? And this is so important. So this is how we really step into our own power, by believing in ourselves. And so we're going to be, as human beings, I've said this many times, we're pretty stupid, and we're only going to learn things the hard way. So now that Chiron's direct, what we can probably find is that we're going to have a lot of situations coming at us that are going to challenge your beliefs. Whether you think that you can do it yourself, whether you think you can stand on your own 2 feet, all of those things. But most importantly, I think for most people, the number one thing they're kind of feeling within all of that is the fear of is the belief that they're not good enough. And that seems to be a really, really strong one for a lot of people at this time. And because, social media, society, our conditioning are all, instigated to make us believe that we're not good enough, to make us believe that we need something else. We need someone to look after us. We need security through money. We need all of these things in our lives that are all outside of us. And we don't have any control of what's outside of us, but we do have full control of is what's inside of us. And so the more you work on your belief systems, the more you truly believe in yourself, and that what you feel and know know to be true is your truth, and that's all that matters, the more you can rely on this, the less people can get to you, the less people can manipulate you, and most importantly, the less anybody else can make you feel like you're not good enough. Because at the end of the day, nobody can make you feel bad about yourself. You allow that. And the only way you're going to allow that is if there's chinks in those armor, if there's little breaks in the armor that allow those feelings, those negative feelings to get in and then attach themselves to the negative feeling that you're already carrying. So this is a fantastic time to really heal that. And the other thing that's really important with this whole Chiron transit through Aries, one of the big things with it is the deep, deep healing of the divine masculine. Now, we all carry the divine masculine within us. It's a really deep part of us. And we all, whether you're a male or a female, you all have the divine feminine and we all have the divine masculine. And the divine masculine is your action. It's the energy that you use to take action on something that you believe or that you emotionally feel or intuit, which is your divine feminine and your inner child. So what we've found over these years is the divine masculine has been really wrecked and really damaged and really hurt. And the main way that that's come is through self-doubt. The masculine has become into a space where it doubts itself. It doubts its actions. It doubts whether it's doing the right thing. And it's doubting that because the belief system isn't backing it up. And you're only going to doubt yourself if you don't believe in yourself. So this is a really part of healing that deep divine masculine within each and every one of us so that we can take action and do things that are completely aligned with who we truly are, what we truly believe, and what is real to us. And that's a really important thing to move forward knowing is that you've got your own back, that you've got this, because as I said, we can't control what's outside of us. And if we rely on external things to take care of us, to look after us, to support us, to guide us, then we're not relying on ourselves. And, outside can change at any time, but you don't. So this is really about, you've got to become your own best friend. You've got to become the person that believes in you more than anybody else in this world if you're going to move forward. And the more you believe in you, the more you send this positive energy out to the world that you can be believed in and that everybody else can also believe in themselves because it's a positive, uplifting, optimistic energy. So as we move through this final, Chiron's going to be, he'll be till about July next year. He's going to be in direct motion. So we're going to be getting all these challenges, perhaps from outside of us, to build us up. And so, as human beings, the challenges that we learn, that we have to go through to learn self-love, self-belief, and get rid of self-doubt, tend to be situations or people or whatever who put us down, who make us feel, really push that wound or push that button of negativity within us. And the reason for that is so that you can jump back up and go, no, I'm not buying that. I'm better than that. I'm not going to believe that about myself. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel bad about me. So it all comes down to that inner strength through self-belief. So it's a really important thing to get through to us. So the other thing is that because we're coming to the end of, we are at the end of 2024, and Chiron is all about healing, this is a really great opportunity as he goes to direct to leave behind all the wounds and the hurts of 2024. And a lot of people, most of you out there have been on quite a ride through 2024. It has not been an easy year for anybody, with lots of ups and downs, and these are going to continue. And that's why this Chiron in Aries is teaching us self-resilience, that whatever happens outside of you is going to happen. And we don't have a lot of control over what happens outside of us, but we have 100% control over what we allow to happen inside of us. And it's the only thing you do have control on in this life is you. So if you're going to control you in a positive way, not in a negative way. Don't put yourself down. Don't tell yourself you're not good enough. Don't tell yourself you can't do things or that you can't stand on your own 2 feet. Of course you can. You've done it before. You've done it in other lifetimes. You've done it in this lifetime. So there's no reason why you can't do it again, except you not allowing yourself to. So work on that self-love, work on that self-belief, and step into 2025 with 100% belief in yourself and where you want to go, what your goals are, and who you truly are in every way, and start bringing that energy in that's going to build you up, that's going to give you that self-reliance, that self-belief, that that self-confidence, all of those self things that make you a happy, balanced, productive, and successful person. So enjoy this transit, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.